Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again. And look at this, guys. This is my Mi 9T Pro and it is running these Dynamic Nebula wallpapers here on this phone. And now I'm going to explain to you guys how I was able to do this. But first, I need to shout out one of my OG fans right here, Debangsu Mighty. Thank you, bro, for sending me the information on how to get these Dynamic Nebula wallpapers onto the global ROM of a Xiaomi phone. So just to preface this, in the previous video, guys, as you know, I was talking about these Dynamic Nebula wallpapers that I think are just absolutely stunning wallpapers. And I've been looking to find a way to put them on the global version of my Mi 9T Pro because they don't come in the global ROM. So thanks to Debangsu, I was able to figure this out, and I'm going to show you the steps right here. So first, we're going to start from scratch here. I have a static wallpaper on this Mi 9T Pro, and what you're going to want to do first is go ahead and download a file manager. Now, you probably have the Xiaomi file manager already, and you're going to want to go to folders here to be able to do this. Now, go down to find the MIUI folder, go inside there, and now what you're going to want to do in this MIUI folder is create a new folder. So just go to create, and you're going to want to call this .videowallpaper. All one word, .videowallpaper. And you see, it says the file will be hidden after you change its extension. Now, initially, it will show up like this, and you're going to say, where is the file? It's actually a hidden file. So you're going to want to go here to show hidden files, and then that .videowallpaper will show up. And after that, you're going to want to go to the link here in the description of this video with this MIUI 12 dynamic wallpapers, and you want to go to extract files to. Select this option, extract files to, and it will bring you to this kind of folder selection here. Go to MIUI, and now go look for that video wallpaper, that hidden file. It should be visible now because you've made hidden folders visible, and just go ahead and extract right to there. Should take just a couple of seconds. There we go, MIUI Dynamic. And now let's go back here to the actual file manager itself. Let's go to MIUI, video wallpaper, and there it is, MIUI 12 Dynamic. And so what I need to mention ahead of time, guys, these wallpaper files are not the official wallpapers from Xiaomi. So these have actually been converted from that WebP format that I mentioned to this .mp4 format. And it looks like the person has had to remove the watermark. And I'll explain that in a second. But the point here is that these are not the exact full resolution files. They're pretty close, but they are a little bit more low res than what I actually get on my China ROM version of the phone. They still look really great though. And so now you see here are the three dynamic wallpapers in that video wallpaper folder that you created in the MIUI main folder. And so now to enable those live wallpapers, just go to wallpaper right here, and in the global ROM you have to go over here, and you see all the wallpapers that come included, but you also have these My Live wallpapers. Now, no items here right now. You're going to want to add them manually. So let's go ahead and do that. So you click add, go to file manager, go to the MIUI folder, video wallpaper, MIUI 12 Dynamic, and you're going to have to do this one by one. So let's go, okay, there's that one. Click on it, and there you see it. There is the dynamic wallpaper. Now you can tell this is almost like a video file. It's a small MP4 file that has obviously been ripped or converted from that .webp file that was unusable before. Let's go ahead and add the rest now. .video wallpaper, go to one items. There we go, select it, okay. And let's go ahead and add the last one real quick. Okay. And there we go. We have our live wallpapers up and ready to go. So let's go ahead and apply one now. We say apply, set to both, configured without sound automatically. Now, MP4 files, I think, do have an audio track by default, and so it's essentially muted here, but if you want to make sure you do that, just make sure you have the muted sign on that, and it should be applied and ready to go, and let's have a look. And there it is, guys, the Dynamic Nebula wallpaper now on the Mi 9T Pro. Now, like I said earlier, guys, and I'm not sure if it's coming across on video, but the original dynamic wallpapers on the Redmi K30 Pro are higher res. And one other thing I've noticed about these wallpapers, you'll see right here, there's like a little bit of like kind of blur right in this little spot. I think that is where the watermark is for these wallpapers, and the person pretty much removed that. So yes, it is not perfect. I think in the grand scheme of things, you get the full effect of this Dynamic Nebula wallpaper with these files. And here's the same now Dynamic Nebula wallpaper on the Mi 9T Pro, and maybe you can tell a little bit, it's just a little bit more low res, but it still looks really good, and from a distance, you will barely notice the difference. But before you do this, guys, just want to preface this by saying this is a workaround process. This is not the official process that you will use to get these dynamic wallpapers on your global ROM. Maybe eventually Xiaomi will include them on the global ROMs of phones. But for now, if you really wanted to get these kind of awesome dynamic wallpapers onto your global ROM version, this is the best method that I've found so far, and it works fairly well, and it doesn't require too much tinkering, no rooting of your phone. It's simply creating a folder, extracting the files there, and then selecting the live wallpapers, and then selecting the live wallpapers in the wallpaper app. And if you do have any questions, do let me know, guys. But once again, guys, I hope this was helpful for you. And if you like this video, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for future updates. And the last question I wanted to address, how does this affect battery life? I don't really notice that much of a difference. If you really are concerned about battery life, you probably aren't going to be using these types of wallpapers to begin with. But I think if you have a Mi 9T Pro or any good sized battery on a Xiaomi phone, I don't think they drain the battery too much, and they are very cool, and all of those cool effects and looks I think kind of outweigh maybe the slight battery hit you'll take applying these Dynamic Nebula wallpapers on your global Xiaomi phone. So that's it, guys. Stay tuned for more great content here on the channel, and this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one.